By the right of the council, by the will of the Force, welcome back into yet again another episode of Jedi Talk. The full council isn't here, and this might be first time in Jedi Talk history that one Brad Hughes is not on the show. You'll have to help me out, but Brad is off taking care of some family business. I'll let him tell that story when he returns. So with respect to him, he's out doing his thing. We obviously gave him the chance to say, hey, we won't do a show this week. I'll just get on and blab about something for 10 minutes and then just say no show. Brad's taking care of some business. But nope, he wanted some, something to listen to on his plane ride home from where he's at. And again, like I said, let him talk about it on our next show. But Brad, thoughts are with you, buddy. This show's for you. We'll try to have some fun. But hi, everyone. My name is Tom Oakery. Welcome to Jedi Talk. I was getting to that eventually. I am joined, as always, by my co-host, the one that Brad calls the man, the myth, the legend, Evan T. Boucher. Evan, how the hell are you?
Hello there, my friend. It is nice to be back on glorious Walt Disney World property.
We are on property. Way to segue. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Grand Floridian. Yes, the Grand Floridian. And a great, great view. And I'm turning around at one.
Monorail did just pass. You missed it.
Did? Which one?
I believe was that yellow, green?
Yellow, green.
One of those.
We're getting all of them. I see the 50th one like every 30 minutes.
Yeah. That passed as soon as I walked in.
Now,
Pretty good timing.
You and Taylor were saying your favorite monorail is the red and black one.
Right.
Why?
Well, just Star Wars.
Star Warsy? Okay.
Star Warsy. It's dark side monorail.
You're a Raylo, that's right. I should have known.
There could be such a thing. They don't have a blue. Well, they do have a blue monorail.
They do, yeah.
That's anybody. You know, there's so many blue lightsabers. We talked about it last week.
Mm-hmm.
I just found out today that yesterday, that Dooku's Jedi lightsaber was in fact blue. So
really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's one of the many cool things in the Secrets of the Sith book
that
we just picked up.
Yeah, so Secrets of the Sith.
I should have brought it today. I wasn't thinking. I'll bring it next week.
You and Brad just picked that book up.
Yeah.
Now, I know he probably wants to talk much more in depth about it, especially if he got a chance to read it while he's off on trial for molesting a Triceratops.
Right, that was him.
That's the real reason why.
It was wasn't a pterodactyl? No, it was Triceratops.
No, it was Triceratops. So the real reason Brad's not on the show today, he molested a Triceratops, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
At T-Rex.
Yep.
Real reason. Look it up. Google it.
Well, he tried to at Animal Kingdom, but he got caught. So that's why he had to settle.
Is that why he's never at DAC anymore?
No, yeah. No, he can't go anymore.
That's right. He said he hates it, but it's just because they don't let him in.
Yeah, he loves it too much. That's the problem.
Ooh, ouch.
But no, this is the first, as far as I know, episode without Brad.
This is the first Jedi Talk without Brad. Wow. Moment of silence for first episode without Brad.
Yeah. If we had a fuzzy tauntaun, I'd pour one out.
No, that's all right. Not in the Grand Floridian. I have to pay like a $600 charge.
I would pour it out into my mouth. And
there you go.
There we go.
It's like how did they know? It's like, how did you know I just spilled something in here? It's like, it's the Grand Floridian. We know. And then you just got charged preemptively because of that.
Yep.
For thinking it.
Yeah.
For thinking it.
And we have to charge you for that fuzzy tauntaun too, even though you made it.
I'm surprised they're not charging us for the torrential downpour going on out there.
Oh yeah.
It is raining in Florida today.
They have to charge you per drop.
It's November 5th. And there's something I want you to talk about specifically because you fanboyed all over about it this weekend. So there's a race this weekend. Is it the Wine and Dine?
I believe so.
So there's a half marathon, Wine and Dine half, or full marathon something. We've seen 5K and 10K shirts already out and about today at Hollywood Studios. But you saw on Facebook last night a little blast from the past. So
oh my gosh, yes.
What was it? And tell us, because this is really freaking cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll circle back to the running aspect of this later, but like the fact that I was on Facebook just scrolling through. Actually, it wasn't even me. It was she's looking at me like okay. It was Taylor flipping through Facebook because I'm more of an Instagram scroller. She's more of a Facebook. So she was flying through Facebook. She sees this post from a very credible source from what were they? Dr. Disney. Mm-hmm. They're basically Blog Mickey. Like they're on that level, Blog Mickey level. So the picture they posted was probably from 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They had, I still don't know what era it's from, if it's original or a cast or whatever, but there was a full-size 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea Magic Kingdom edition Nautilus submarine.
That's
just
cool.
In the parking lot of the TTC. And I was like, why would that be there? I didn't know it was race weekend.
Right.
I didn't put 2 and 2 together yet. So I'm like, why would that be in the parking lot for the TTC? I'm like, it's 50th related, but they're not really celebrating the 50th, so it can't be here for that reason. So I was like, wait, it's race weekend. They host all the races in the parking lots. That's where they start, finish, corral, all that stuff. So I'm like, it's probably just there for a photo op, just for the runners. So I don't know what the entry fee is for races, but I'm like, the only way to do cool things at Disney anymore is you have to have an upcharge. So it's for those people that paid to be there for the race. They also get to see a submarine.
Yeah.
So I was like, screw that. I want to see it because
I was about to ask how the hell you got over there.
Yeah, we know. I think I've spoken this story, especially last time we were on Disney property, of my love for the Nautilus.
Yes.
20,000 Leagues.
Yes.
My first trip in '97 for the 25th anniversary. We came and the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea attraction was, quote, under refurbishment.
That's
in
right.
1997. And as we all know, it actually wasn't. It was being torn down to never come back. So at that time, I was 4 years old. I was like enamored with this idea of like a full-scale submarine. I can just get in and go underwater and see fish and squids and all this stuff. And my dad was like, "Oh, I rode that when I was a kid. You're gonna love it. Let's go ride it." So we got back there and it was closed. So I never had a chance to ride it. So I love all things Nautilus. I love the movie. Obviously, I love the drink at Trader Sam's. I have 2 out of the 3 mugs they've made. I have like 3 Nautilus shirts.
You've been to Disneyland.
I did.
Now, did you do Nemo?
I wanted to, but that was the trip where I only had like 2 hours in the park.
Yeah, and that one's gonna make the cut. Or it's not gonna make the cut.
Then
Yeah.
Indy. Yep.
Oh, great calls.
Yeah, and
Gotta
then I
do
was like,
Pirates.
I want to go see the lagoon at least. But by the time I got back to Tomorrowland, they were doing the whole like walk, cast member wall walking out. So like, I only got to like.
That gets a little claustrophobic.
I can see.
Wouldn't you say, babe?
Yeah.
It gets a little claustrophobic. Like, I'm good, never doing it again. Like, I've done it several times, but
Well, you're a big man. You're what, 6'4", 6'3"?
Closer to 6'3", 6'2" and a half ish.
So
Yeah.
Like you're tall. Like
Yes.
I can see that. So I feel like if you're under 6 foot, you might be safe. But being tall makes it hard.
Yes.
But
But still awesome.
Yeah.
Still very cool.
yeah, I didn't get to ride it at Disneyland, and I wanted to go see the lagoon, but they were already doing that, like the cast member that walks the park to make sure no one's there, and they were like, "Hey, are you lost, friend?" And I was like, "Oh no, I just want to see the lagoon." It's like, "I'll see it next time." So it's
Okay.
like, okay.
Okay. Speaking
but
of cast members, did you see that announcement today? That sneakily they're
I
just
don't
like
think
the announcement about I shared it in our group text about cast members starting 11/8 will be allowed to go maskless indoors in some backstage areas.
so only backstage.
Yes.
Okay. Huh. That's a step though for
It's a
for
step
us
for guests.
Like,
It's a step for us guests. It absolutely is.
Yeah, I had cast member friends tell me that they still don't fully have like the full list of who's fully vaxxed and who's not.
Oh, interesting.
So once we have that list, I'm sure those people that aren't will be no more, and then the people that are can stay around, and then we can finally go no masks.
That's close. We're close though.
Yeah,
We're close.
That's a step though today. That's cool.
That's right. I've spoken ad nauseum about that. So,
But
so how does an Nautilus exactly just tie in with the race? It's just for the upcharge. I mean,
I guess they just had one sitting backstage, and they're like, let's make a
decided.
cool photo op.
But
I guess.
you were able to just kind of sneak. Well, not
Right.
sneak.
No,
I
I
mean,
didn't
you
know, yeah.
went in and you didn't sneak around anything.
No, so we saw that on Facebook at like, well, we didn't see it at 3 or 4. That's when it was posted.
Right.
Like 3 or 4. We saw it at like 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock, and I was like asking everybody I could if it was real, and some people didn't know, some people hadn't got back to me yet. But I was like, I live 5 miles away. I'm gonna go see if it's real. So we got a park pass for Magic. We went and we parked. The parking lot was actually kind of full already, so it kinda
Really?
worked
Wow.
out. We parked towards the back of the parking lot.
Yeah.
And then we could see it because we drove into the parking lot, and I was like, okay, we saw it as we drove past. It's like, let's just circle back out and leave, and we can see it as we drive out. So we drove back out of the parking lot, and it was right up against that exit road. So as we drove past it, we kind of drove super slow, and we got in that far right lane. So that's as close as we could get to it safely.
We saw it, the Nautilus. I just remembered leaving with Kyle. We frickin' saw the damn thing. We looked at it, and I said, "What's the thing from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea doing here? How the fuck did I not tell you that, Evan?"
That long ago with Kyle here?
Good God, yes.
Wow. Huh.
I can't believe it's just
Wonder
spacing
where they
me.
kept it from then. That was like, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
Wow.
Why do I? Right? Am I going crazy?
Huh.
Okay.
But
Maybe I'm going fucking crazy. But
so-
I'm, if I saw it and I forgot, I'm fucking sorry.
Hey, it's all right. I got to see it last night when we drove past it. So we just kind of crawled past it, took a picture as we kind of went by out the window, and I finally got to see it with my own eyes. I've been wanting to
That's
for
cool.
25 years.
That's a good ass
I
story.
haven't got to see it until now.
That's a pretty cool 50th story for you.
Yeah,
I know you've been kind of down in the 50th
it's
lately.
not an official 50th story, but it should be. As I said, like
It kind of still is. We're
is.
we're within the celebration. Like anything
Yeah.
but that happens in the next, what is it, 16 months now or
17.
7?
I
Oh yeah,
guess
that's
we're
right.
down
Oh,
to
it's so
17.
good Lord, it's only
Yeah.
November. It feels like this celebration's been going on forever for some reason.
Yeah, but yeah, it is tied into the 50th.
Yeah.
But this is something that should have been like a part of the fireworks show, or
I get it.
more merchandise about it, or I mean, I guess they are doing food about it, but I don't know. Food to me doesn't like really get me excited 'cause it's like
Mhm.
I can't keep it. Like I buy it and I eat it. It's like, well, it was good, but like
Mhm.
I can't have it as a 50th
Right.
collection.
Right. Speaking of the Nautilus, if we have time tomorrow, I'm thinking about taking the monorail over to Trader Sam's if we could sneak in, just have a
Ooh.
drink, 'cause
You
I'd
got
really
to.
like Courtney to see Trader Sam's.
Oh yeah, yeah. They don't open till 3.
Oh, 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it
So
depends
you
on how
might
our
be able
day
to get
goes.
in. Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh yeah, you gotta go. And if not, just go a different time.
Yeah, we're locals now.
Yeah, anytime, anytime you want.
All right, let's get into that Star Wars shit. So you mentioned it earlier, Secrets of the Sith. You kind of, and we'll tease it just a tad because I kind
Yeah.
of want to give Brad, of course,
I've only
the
flipped
fair
through it
amount.
too. I haven't fully read it, so I can't
And
really do more
yeah.
than tease.
Okay, so
but-
tease it. You wanted to give your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I really love the idea of it. Some of it gets a little weird
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know. I don't think Brad's looked into it too much, so it might be a spoiler for him. But it's out there as like part of the advertising for it, as it's written by Palpatine. So like I like that idea of it, but some of it is like, did he actually this physical book I'm holding? Did he make this book? 'Cause it's like there's some things in it that are just I don't think he would or could do.
Oh no, isn't it
Yeah.
kind of like a diary?
No, well, it's all written from his perspective too.
Okay.
So he says me and mine and I.
That's cool.
He says that, but like some of it is just, I don't think he would have put this in a book 'cause it's just not something you would do in the Star Wars universe, especially as a 100-year-old villain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like so. But aside from that, that's a minor complaint. I think it's really cool.
Okay.
It's a really cool book, and
Okay.
it gives us some insight into some stuff we didn't know before. And also, like I said, just they had an image of Dooku as a Jedi.
Oh,
And
that's
it's
so
the same
cool.
hilt, basically, just blue.
Really? Same
Yeah.
help? Well,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yes, I mean, if Anakin didn't lose his blue saber on Mustafar, maybe we would have had that same saber but red. 'Cause he basically rebuilds it when he builds Vader's. It's
Yeah,
almost
and it
just-
looks like his old OG saber, just with some like mechanical pieces in it.
yeah,
Very reminiscent of himself now.
right.
Look
right.
at
And
that.
Kylo's the same too. Kylo's
Yes.
literally the same saber.
Literally,
So I feel
yeah.
like that's pretty common for Sith. Is like this was my Jedi one, but now it's the same one. Just I bled the crystal.
Do we
Yeah,
know
no
what
drink.
Palpatine's Jedi one looks like, or his?
No, well, that's the thing. But I'm assuming it looks just like his normal.
Or
one.
no, he was really more or less working as a Sith underneath
I guess
the
that's
whole
true.
time. He was never
Yeah.
technically a Jedi. I don't know why I just assumed that. I assume all Sith
Yeah.
have turned.
Well, as far as we know, he didn't turn. He just was always evil. That's a good call. That's a really good story. I would like to know.
Me-
Has he
me
just always
too.
been evil?
And
Or was
we're
he
not
a
getting any
Jedi?
of that in Secrets of the Sith.
That
Yet.
I've seen so far, no.
Okay.
But I've just like skimmed it. So over the next week, I'll actually read it. It's not like a novel or a story or a book. Like it's something you can read in 20 minutes. 30
Okay.
minutes.
Oh, really?
So,
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll flip through that. It's closer to visual dictionary than it is novel or
Okay.
short story.
Okay.
So it's more on that line where you can just find information you need.
Okay.
So I'll be getting into that this week.
Excellent. More to come on that. We don't want to get too deep. I'm looking at the show notes here. So we were talking about Rise of the Resistance, right? And we've talked about Rise quite a bit. But before we get into like news, and of course we're going to talk about the Boba Fett trailer. God, how
Oh.
can we not talk about the Boba Fett trailer? That's going to be the biggest thing we talk about on today's episode.
Yeah. And other trailers that might be coming soon.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've got that. Ooh,
Yeah, for Disney Plus
Ooh,
Day.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
So let's real quick talk about Rise of the Resistance in the standby queue. So Courtney and I did this morning. We were at Hollywood Studios. We're resort guests. We stayed at Grand Floridian. We did the standby queue for the first time.
Oh, it was your first time.
I've
Okay.
been, and admittedly, a fan of boarding groups.
I don't
More
know
so
why.
than you and Brad
Don't know
are. Like a lot more so than you and Brad are. I get the appeal of the standby queue because you could roll out of, be sitting your ass on the couch, roll off at 7 p.m. and get on the ride at like 8 and wait 5 minutes as park
Or-
closing.
Or you can park hop.
Or yeah,
Yeah.
park
when
hop
you-
too.
When you got the original group, that negates park hopping.
But with all that being said, boarding group felt good, having a spot in line and not necessarily worrying about it and going to do other things.
True.
Disney gets you to spend more money that way. I've bought many a lightsaber that way.
Yeah.
But besides all that, I think as I'm transitioning more and more into an AP, the standby line is going to appeal to me more, especially as I move closer to Disney. I'm about 30 minutes out right now,
Yeah.
where you and Brad are probably more so 10-ish
Yeah.
minutes from
When
there.
you're this close, it just you roll out of bed and say, "Let's go ride Rise" and go home.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically it. When you live farther away, I get that.
Yeah.
It's like you want to go and do more than one thing. You
Right.
want to make a day of it, or a half day at least.
Exactly. So Courtney and I did it. We rope dropped, right? And resort guests get in 30 minutes earlier before park opens, so we took advantage of that, obviously. I mean, we got to the bus when we got to the bus. We were early. We were taking our time. We really were. We weren't rushing. We got to the bus maybe, 7:30, Court? About 7:30. We got to Hollywood Studios 20 minutes maybe on the bus. We walked right into the park. They checked our magic band. We walked right up to Rise of the Resistance. Well, actually, they stopped us before the cave, but at 7:45 took us right into queue, and we waited right till 8:30.
Oh, dang, that's not bad at all.
It's not terrible. I mean, I was
Yeah.
hoping because one of the cast members said they'd let us into Rise of the Resistance at 8 o'clock.
Right.
So-
maybe that's what they do if it's fully functioning.
Yes.
Maybe that morning, or was it this morning?
Yep,
Maybe
this morning.
it was having a little trouble.
But right at
Sorry.
8:30, let us on when the park open was supposed to happen originally. So,
Huh.
and it was fine because we got Rise in and out of the way.
Look at that one.
Ooh,
That's pretty sick.
That's
That's
a
a red one. So they do have red lights
it's
on
a
a monorail.
slick ass monorail going by with the red lights on there.
So why don't they take that red one and put on the black and red monorail? Man,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Choices.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Not good ones.
So that was our first experience with standby, and I'm again, I'm very in the middle. Like, I see the appeal of boarding groups, especially for resort guests, because Courtney and I are transitioning from being resort guests
Right.
to locals and APs.
Yeah.
So I'm still in the middle there, right?
Yeah.
So, but you would have just raving about Standby with Rise. So
Well, based on our two stories and the one you just gave, I don't know Brad's stories with it yet, but we don't have any middle of the day. Hey, it's 2:00. Let's go wait in line. So I don't know
Right.
what it's like in the heart of the day, the meat of the day. But rope drop sounds like it's a pretty good way to go.
it is.
And I will say, we don't have a mass amount of listeners, but we do have a good chunk. So I know I don't want to I'm not gonna tell them the secrets, but
Oh,
if you go 5 minutes before park close, 2 minutes, whatever, right before park closes, it is literally a walk-on. It is not exaggerated, a walk-on. The wait time will be posted 60 one time we did and 65 the other time we did, but there was actually a walk-on.
How far into the queue until you stopped?
Basically Finn's back to suit.
Oh wow!
So that's
wow.
10 feet before they let you to the pre-show. So it's a walk-on
Okay.
to the pre-show.
Yeah. I'm glad you confirmed that was Finn's back to suit today because
Right.
there is some. Did Luke didn't wear the same thing?
No, he was in
No.
the back of the tank.
Hey, he was in the back of the tank.
That's the
Okay.
30-year
Okay.
evolution of that.
Because the guy misspoke to somebody in line today. He's like, "That's what Luke wore," and I'm like, "Whoa!"
No, it's that same idea.
Right,
Same
right,
tech.
right.
But 30 years of working on that tech, they've gotten it from a big old bathtub to something you can put on
To
and
an
wear.
actual suit, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but
Makes sense.
both times we've done it now, we got in line at 8:55. It was posted at an hour, and it was just walk on. We
Beautiful.
were in the interrogation room by 9:10. That's pretty insane.
That's pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And most of that just walking through the long queue, and then the other chunk of that waiting time is just being on the shuttle, the ITS. So
Right.
that's a 5-minute ride.
Yeah.
Maybe.
About-
You're in that. Yeah, maybe 5 minutes in that ship.
I think you're in there for about 5 minutes, but
yeah.
doesn't feel like it
So
because
you're walking through the line for 10 minutes. You're in the Ray pre-show for 3 minutes maybe,
Mhm.
and then you're in the shuttle for 5. So an 18-minute wait to
Ah,
get to the actual
man.
quote ride.
I'd love to see how that thing goes. How the transport shuttle just.
Well, I know it's just on a big turntable,
I know.
but I still want to see how much it actually moves up and down.
Yeah.
back and
Yeah.
forth.
I would love to see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because with Star Tours, you don't really realize it unless you watch it. Have you seen the YouTube videos for behind the scenes of Star Tours?
Well, is it the same stuff they just gave us on Behind the Attraction?
Yeah, I guess so.
So yeah, I've seen
I've
that.
just been seeing it on YouTube forever, so I
Okay.
didn't really notice it was in behind the attraction. But the Star Tours vehicles move a lot more than you think.
Yes,
You're
they
moving
do.
15 feet.
Yeah.
It's a big distance.
I love it.
Yeah, it's the same with Flight of Passage. I feel like that moves more than you realize.
You think so?
Yeah, 'Cause I like after the first like 5 times, I started looking behind me to see like the ups and downs of Flight of Passage, and it's a good probably at least 9 feet.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Shoot. I didn't know that.
yeah,
For Flight of Passage, I didn't know you were going that far.
yeah. So I'd love to see how much the shuttle moves, 'cause it's
Okay.
not as intense as Star Tours, but
Yeah,
you can still feel it when you're standing there, and that's saying a lot.
that's true. And one more thing, and I'm teasing the Book of Boba Fett trailer on purpose here, because we're going to get to it. We're going to talk about those other trailers as a big part of the news, but I want to get your reaction specifically. I saw on your story the other day on Instagram, it looks like you powered through Visions.
No, I just watched one more Visions.
Which
I can
one?
only handle one at a time.
Which one did you watch?
So I was actually watching, I don't know if you know like Cinema Sins on YouTube or TV
Yes,
Sins.
yes.
So they
Mhm.
have Cinema Sins for movies and then TV Sins for TV
Oh, God.
series. So they've been doing What If, and they've been doing, I think they did Bad Batch, and they've started doing Visions. So I was like, I'm not going to watch Visions actually. Like I'm just going to watch this
Yeah.
guy that makes fun of Visions and
Okay.
just like says how bad it is so I can get a laugh. But his 8-minute video of the 20, well, I think that one was shorter. I think it was 16 minutes. The actual episode might be 16, 17 minutes, but the 8-minute TV Sins video made me laugh so much that I was like, I want to see the other 8 minutes I'm missing
Okay.
of the actual episode. So I watched the one, I think it's called The Twins.
Oh, yeah. The
That was-
clear Luke and Leia parody.
Kinda, I guess.
Yeah,
But it was bad.
that's who they were alluding to.
I think there was like one or two. There was a couple cool things in it. I will say that it had like major Last Jedi like visuals
It did,
with
yeah.
the ship splitting apart and like hyperspace travel and all that stuff. Like it had some really cool.
Some of those visuals are kick-ass, yeah.
Yeah, but the 5% of cool visuals do not make up for the 95% of straight comedy, and it's not intentional. It is not supposed to. Be
I know
funny.
it's not.
trying to be funny, but it is funny. Just the opening shot alone of 2 Star Destroyers connected by a giant onion ring. Like again, I don't know. what
Like
they-
giant onion.
I don't understand. And that's what hooked me to watch the episode. I was watching the TV Sins episode, and the first shot of the TV Sins episode was that shot.
Was the shot of the onion ring asshole.
Yeah, and I was laughing. I started laughing when I was watching the TV Sins video.
Breaking news, we have a purple monorail that has stopped out here
no.
outside the room. Purple monorail, ladies and gentlemen. Lights and everything, we can see 'em.
It's a good view.
People are jumping out into the lake. Don't, that's where the DeLuca boy got eaten.
Oldies.
Oh.
Yeah. There's snakes there. Stay out of the snakes.
It's too soon.
It's
I
definitely.
mean,
too
we're
soon.
at,
It's always
we're at
too
Grand
soon.
Floridian. I mean, fuck.
It's too close.
I mean, come on, it happened.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
It,
Gosh, I forgot.
almost
it was
about
that close.
close to a year, because I remember coming back and you and I were talking about getting married here at the wedding pavilion, and seeing that story. I posted it on your wall on Facebook actually and said, "Hey, this is one of the places we were thinking about getting married,"
Oh.
and we did at the wedding pavilion. Winston is on his back,
He's
paws
living
up in
life,
the air.
holy
He is
cow.
exhausted. He's
Yeah.
knocked out. It's okay. That's all right. So you watched basically the twins.
Yeah.
Laughed your
Which-
ass off at the onion asshole.
I did. Well, more than that, but like before I even saw the TV Sins part of it, what I knew about the episode was like I should like this one. It's
Mhm.
all like 2 Darksiders that are just like straight up badasses. I'm like I
Mhm.
should like this. Let's watch it and see if I do. And then I did not like a single minute of it. And I should have also liked it 'cause it had one of my favorite actors in it, and she is just not a good voice actor apparently. So she played the sister twin,
Who's the-
Allison Brie. She's from Community.
Oh, Allison Brie did that voice?
Yeah, and I was like, ooh, she's not good at voice acting.
Yeah, I know Allison. Yeah,
I was
think
like, oh my goodness, I'm sorry.
Yeesh.
So it's okay though. I feel like it's better to be a actual actor anyway, and be a good actual actor.
wave to
versus-
Brad. He's texting us right now.
Hello, Bradley. We miss you. I'm
Anywho,
trying to think what
onion asshole.
that okay. So like, if I can get past that, which I guess I did and could, 'cause like, okay, there's weird technology. It doesn't all have to be logical, but then like, they can breathe in space, I guess, and then also
Yeah, they were able to breathe in space. I mean, but it's anime. It's
yeah. So
not
I was like, I can
canon.
move past that,
Yeah,
'cause like technically Leia was alive in space too. So I'm like, it's fine. That's possible. I guess.
Force Poppins, the Force Mary Poppins
yeah. So
thing.
I'm like, okay, I guess I can live with that.
I do want to go on record, even though right now it is
still
7:13 Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
On November 5th. The Last Jedi is still canon, ladies and gentlemen.
Thankfully.
Thankfully.
And thankfully, Visions is still not canon.
Oh,
Can we
yeah.
do that too? Like, it's 7:13 now. Visions is not
Visions
canon.
is not canon, but the purple monorail's still broken down,
It is.
everybody.
We'll be doing updates on that every week.
We
It is
will
still
be.
broken
What the
down.
fuck? This thing hasn't fucking moved yet.
I feel bad for those guests.
Somebody's throwing up. Oh, Jesus. They're
But then
throwing
again,
up a
you chose the
churro
lottery.
over there.
You know what
I don't
you
know
did.
how I could see that purple
You know what you
lights
did.
and churro.
Ugh.
Yeah. Spending all that money on churros just to throw them up outside the monorail. I wonder if that's the same monorail that Monorail Girl was on.
Oh no.
I have to tell you
can
about
never look
Monorail
at
Girl.
monorails the same way.
Not good.
You don't want to know. I mean,
Close.
not as disgusting, but
But all right, I just want to put it out there. I don't care. Monorail Girl, and like I learned this from Twitter that it exists. It's just some girl who went way too far in the 90s. Like like whoever was recording this had like a shoulder VHS, fully everything she did on one of the monorails. Like have I sat on that seat before? It's like, ugh.
yeah, I can.
Yes.
Yeah. These haven't been updated in over 20 years.
Thanks.
It's been the same.
Thanks, Evan. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Now I'm gonna get AIDS or something.
That added to the long list of why we should
No,
get new monorails.
I just want to hold on. I want to backtrack before I get canceled. I know I'm not going to get AIDS that way, people.
No.
Okay, jeez.
He's not stupid.
But
He's
I'm
actually
not
smart.
stupid. Something. What?
Some
Yeah,
other
yeah.
way.
I'll get something from sitting on the seats from Monorail Girl if
Yeah.
she's still. I mean, she's probably not alive. I mean,
If
she
you
has to
live
be
like that, you probably
dead from chlamydia or something by now.
But still, that added to the long list of why we need new monorails. Disneyland has got like 4 different monorails.
List number 41144 monorails, and the
And
fucking
we're on-
purple monorail is still out there.
It's still there. It's been there for what, 10, 15 minutes now?
Yeah, is there a monorail holding it up behind us?
It could be traffic clearance. I don't know.
The answer is no.
No. Okay.
Yeah. That's. I was thinking traffic clearance. What time is it? 7:15. The
Oh boy.
fireworks aren't going off.
Man.
I didn't know. Did they permanently change enchantment to 8?
I think so. At
Okay.
least for now, until park hours change.
We heard them like crazy last night
Oh, I
from here.
bet. I can hear him. I can hear booms.
Damn.
Yeah.
From
They're
your
not,
place.
like,
Wow.
They're not like annoying, but if like I have the TV off and I'm like just sitting there with no noise or the AC's
Crazy.
off, I can hear booms.
No, it's from enchantment from his
Yeah, 'cause
place.
it's the time. It's 8:00 for sure. 'Cause there's been nights where I went to the balcony and watched some of it. So, and it can't be studios 'cause they took out 90% of the fireworks from the Wonderful World of Animation, which made me sad. It's still a good show, but it's so weird 'cause it's like, okay, I'm just staring at projections for 10 minutes. Like I thought there was other effects. No, okay. Like it used to have lasers and fire and fireworks. And now it's got like, they took out the lasers and most of the fire and most of the fireworks.
At studios, used to
Yeah.
have them.
But Movie Magic is coming back in
Is it?
2 days, this Sunday.
I saw something. Speaking of a little hidden trinket on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway today, I saw the Great Moving Ride poster.
Oh, yeah, I love the little
I haven't seen that before. And that was the first time I caught that. That was a pretty funny nod.
That is cool. They should sell that poster.
Yes, they
Like, come on.
absolutely should sell that
There's
poster.
so many things they should and don't do. Should and don't do, I guess. They should do, but don't do.
Dude, the monorail's gone.
He moved. He lives. He's gone.
He, she, they,
Yeah, I don't know
It?
his pronouns. It's pronouns.
it
Yeah.
moved. Yes,
Yeah.
monorail.
I'm trying to think what else. In that Visions episode, though, like, he was standing on the nose of an X-Wing moving at hyperspeed, light speed, hyperspeed. How did that work? And then, like, he cut the entire Star Destroyer in
Oh
half
yeah,
with
I
his
mean that was an
lightsaber.
awesome visual, but it was
looks
weird.
cool, but how does a lightsaber get to be 300 foot long?
Is this picture of my dog? Big dog's crooked ass teeth
Oh
over
my
there.
goodness, he needs some braces.
He's
Get him
he's
some
adorable though.
Invisalign.
Brad wants to call him to a show. That'd be a hot mess right now.
We could try it if he
Like-
wants to.
I guess could we?
I don't know how we plug it in though. I don't think
No,
we can.
I
Just hold the phone up to the
it would
mic.
be like holding the phone up to a
Yeah.
speakerphone.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see if we get lucky. I mean we're not gonna. This show's not gonna be like a 4.5 hour romp like we sometimes
No.
do on Friday nights. People gotta sleep, motherfuckers. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, like Winston.
Yeah. No, this is actually a lot earlier than we're normally doing a show, but
It is.
so
It feels late though.
it does feel late.
Look outside. It's like pitch black.
It is pitch black, and we're turning back clocks tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Fall back.
Ugh.
That is tomorrow. Tomorrow eve, night, morning-ish.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the first time her and I have done this. It's the first time she's done it, and since she's been 9, It's gonna be the first time I've turned my clocks
Oh,
back
you
since
guys
I've
haven't had to
like
'cause of the-
27.
where you live, right?
Yeah, Arizona doesn't change time.
Oh yeah, I never really thought about that because I've always been in either Indiana or Florida, and we're in the same time zone.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect me.
Oh,
So
that
it's
was
like
that
we
was the way
always
it
just
was when I
change.
was Central Standard Time
Wow.
in Chicago, and then
Huh.
we would always fall back and spring ahead, and then coming out to Arizona, got used to not doing it, and
Yeah,
now, that's crazy. It'll be our first time.
that is weird.
It is kind
Time
of a weird
travelers.
thing we just do.
We're time travelers.
Fucking
That's what we
farmers.
do.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Damn
Okay.
almanacs.
Did you hear in this last bit of news before we jump to the big stuff about the rumored animated Maul series?
I've been seeing that. Yeah, I don't think I haven't even read the sources of it, so I don't know if there's any credible sources. But
I didn't see the sources either. I've just been seeing the rumors heavily.
Yeah.
That the one rumor I read, it was going to be a live action show at first.
that'd be cool.
That they changed to an animated series because of who's the God, why is his name? The
Yeah,
live
Ray Park.
Ray Park, right?
Sam Witwer does the voice.
Yes.
Ray Park does the acting.
What
Well, they're both acting.
what
but
shit did
visual.
Ray Park get into like last year?
Something about texting. There's some
Or like
pictures
leaking
sent
his
or
wife's pictures
Yeah,
on
there's some
Instagram or
pictures
something.
that
Yeah, some
happened.
bad stuff.
something. Yeah.
So I think because of that made it a lot of convoluted mess.
Yeah.
So they switched it to Witwer and animated, which I'm
Right.
fine with.
Right. Yeah. I'm
I'm
fine with it too.
Fine with his voice, and his
Oh yeah.
Maul
Easily.
portrayal. So the story rumored is going to be leading up to Solo. So we're going to see Maul's
Yes.
life pre-Solo, what led him to leading the Crimson Dawn.
Nice. I haven't seen that far, so I just heard that it was a Maul series rumored. That's all I knew. So I didn't know that.
That's the rumor. So
That's cool.
so let's say we get this. What would be your hype level
Ooh, I mean,
on a Maul animated series?
that's like right behind Kenobi for me.
Dang.
That's pretty close to Kenobi for me. I think, especially if they just make it more a Crimson Dawn series, that would make it more exciting for me. 'Cause after he dies, spoiler, Obi-Wan kills him.
I knew
Spoiler
that.
Again, Kira takes over Crimson Dawn. And we talked about it last week or a couple weeks ago for another spoiler that the Crimson Dawn tie into the Knights of Ren. I would love to see that
That's
continuation.
right.
How do we get from Maul to Kira hanging out with the Knights of Ren?
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool. But even if we don't get that, would love to see how we go from Maul trying to take over the syndicates in Clone Wars to where we see him in Solo where he's running the syndicates. We don't really see how he does that.
No, we really don't. And that would be
Yeah.
that would what the show would give us. And my hype
Yeah.
level probably out of 10 would be like an 8.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be, because it's animation and the up and down we get from Bad Batch,
Yeah.
which could kind of be like a, like
And all of them really up and down with
Clone Wars, except for
Rebels
the
has
back.
more ups than all of them.
Rebels has more ups than down. Rebels
has-
is the best Star Wars animation we've
Yeah.
ever been given.
Yeah, it has smaller sample size, but still statistically it has more ups than.
Oh,
all the
I-
others.
Do you see this?
Another one stop.
Another fucking one stop. So I think this is considered pink according to the color.
Possibly, yeah.
Oh, that's
You're
right.
asking the wrong guy.
Right. Evan's colorblind if you didn't know. Courtney, it's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing, especially in men specifically.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems to happen to us a lot. Like, we suffer. Okay?
Yeah.
We are colorblind. You women are all out there giving birth and shit and
You can
all the
see
easy
all the
stuff.
colors. It's not cool.
They're not paying
You can see
attention to
the
what I'm
color
saying.
purple. Hi, Winston. Okay, you just getting comfy.
Yeah, my hype level for Maul would definitely be like probably an 8 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
And the only reason it wouldn't be a 10 out of 10 would just be because of the animation history. But give us anything like the ups that Rebels gave us and
Yeah.
then the back half of Season 7 of Clone Wars,
Oh yeah.
and then I'm all in. Especially the Maul we got from that.
Yeah.
Like, if we get that
Because
Maul.
that's like peak Maul there.
Yes.
So it's close enough to peak Maul that it would still be basically peak Maul.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's strong enough to take over the whole crime underworld. So, and we might even get pieces of 1313 that we never got.
That's right.
Woven into this show. Woven's a word.
Woven.
Let's go with
Wooved.
wooved.
Woovided.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna woovid right into watching this show if it comes. So
Yeah.
All right.
And then, I mean, who knows if it's popular, you get multiple seasons.
that's right.
I don't know. It could be limited series at first, but if it's good, we just get more and more.
I mean, yeah. How much could you tell
yeah.
of that story?
And
I mean,
like I said, if they title it Maul, it's like, well, it's got to end before Rebels, 'cause he dies in Rebels.
correct.
But if you title it Crimson Dawn, you can go from Maul to Kira.
Ooh, Crimson Dawn, Maul, like the first season, and
Yeah.
it leads up kind of to his
Not
death
Book
or
of
something.
Maul, but it's kind of that same idea. Where like
And then
Boba Fett's kind of like Mando, but Mandalorian Boba Fett.
we could see how maybe Kira takes over from Maul.
Yeah. So it depends how they title it, what they can do. 'Cause if it's just straight up Maul, it's like, well, you can't do anything that's not Maul.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we could even possibly see some Enfys Nest in there,
Ooh.
maybe.
Yeah, that would be.
Because Dryden talks about how Enfys Nest has been like a constant irritation. He's like,
Mhm.
Enfys is always killing us, so like we gotta do something about her. So maybe get her and the Cloud Riders involved. That'd be sick. I mean, we know she's working with Disney 'cause she did Captain America. What was
She
it called?
did. She
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
was
She
the
was
leader
the
of.
villain of them, the Flag Smashers.
Yes,
Flag Smashers.
Flag Smashers. Yes,
Yeah.
I can't remember her name.
Carly.
Oh, there you go. Yep, she was Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. So
she's
she is
in
working
that.
with Disney again.
Right. So I mean, maybe get her back as a voice actor if it's not live action.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? I mean, if you stick live action, just use her again.
That's right. Speaking real quick, I know you're a big MCU buff. You see how Eternals is getting just panned by the critics.
I haven't seen that yet.
It's getting
Really?
their asses handed to them right now.
Wow.
It's scored a rotten score on Rotten Tomatoes. Not
Yeah,
that.
that doesn't mean.
And look,
anything, but
thank you, because as a DC fan who had to fight to get the Snyder cut out, Rotten
Right.
Tomatoes can kiss my big red hairy ass.
yeah. I mean, I've never liked Rotten Tomatoes, but as soon as I saw they had like it was like a 30 or something lower for Hook, I was like, I'm out. You can't say Hook is bad. Hook
Yeah.
is amazing.
Hook is good cinema.
I love Hook. But yeah, there's multiple instances like where like even if DC isn't amazing perfect, it's still not as bad as they say. Like there's no way.
No, it's really not.
Yeah.
But Eternals is getting panned. I think when the fans go watch the movie, and it just came out today,
Yeah.
they'll bump the score out a bit. I'm interested. I really am. Kyle, my cohort on Fourth Mother Box, the small piece of shit who enjoys the company of men, doesn't want to see Eternals. I'm very indifferent about it. Eternals. It looks interesting to me more than Shang-Chi did to me, for whatever reason, and I don't know why.
Yeah. Which Shang-Chi was the opposite. Everyone has loved it.
Yeah.
Critics, fans, everybody loves
and I just
Shang-Chi.
me.
So, have you seen it yet? I
No,
haven't. It's
have not.
coming out for free in a week, right?
Yep, on Disney Plus
I'll
Day.
be watching it in a week when it's free. And I hope I love it. Yeah.
We said Disney Plus Day. All right.
But the same with Eternals. I'll wait for that to be free too on Disney Plus.
There you go. So, what do you want to talk about first? The Book of Boba Fett trailer or the potential of what we might be getting Disney Plus Day?
Let's go with Boba Fett now.
Okay.
'Cause I've only watched it twice.
So, me too.
And it didn't change my level of excitement. So maybe I missed something. I want to hear what you thought about it. So that maybe I can be like,
Well,
oh, I didn't see that.
Here's what I expected of the trailer. It was going to be action packed, a lot of
Right.
Boba Fett kicking ass,
Okay.
which it was.
Yeah.
It was what the trailer was, and it wasn't going to give away a damn thing.
There's a lot more of sitting and talking in the trailer than I expected, though.
You're right.
And that doesn't mean it's bad.
No.
Not in a bad way. I'm just saying there's more sitting and talking.
But don't you feel like it was all kind of like one, just like what we saw was maybe one episode or one like half of an episode?
Yeah, that trailer was like mostly from one or
It, like,
maybe two episodes.
Didn't give a lot away,
No.
which I'm thrilled about.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Like he was in the beginning, he was clearly talking to the Mandalorian. He was talking to
Yeah.
Din, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, of course.
Kind of questioning him. I'm like, okay, we know this show's a direct tie-in of the
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
and
This
it
is
helps
his universe.
The more common fans. They're like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, I forgot he was in Boba Fett or
Yep.
he's in Mandalorian and he's not the same character. It's Boba Fett.
Exactly,
So,
because it's funny. There are fans out there, of the Mandalorian, but people who aren't as into Star Wars as like you and I.
yeah,
So it's interesting when you start talking about people like I run into them in the park all the time. When you start talking about Mando, but you start
Yeah.
mentioning other shit like, oh yeah, I'm Bo-Katan and this, that, and the other, and they're kind of like, yeah.
it glazes over.
Yeah, it
They're
glazes over. I'm like,
"Oh, yeah,
I know where your level's at, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
yeah.
That's okay. All fans welcome to any Star Wars medium.
Yeah. I mean,
The
I know
more
some
the
people
merrier.
That were like the first season and a half of Mandalorian thought that it was about Boba Fett. So I always had to like remind him, like, no, he's not Boba Fett.
Really
Yeah,
interesting.
But obviously, when we got the reveal of Boba Fett, that helped them even more.
Okay.
But yeah, for the first like season, and a
I wonder
half,
if Disney shoehorned Boba Fett into the series just to say this isn't Boba Fett. We
avoid
just
that
want to remind you.
confusion. Yeah, and also backdoor pilot. They're like, hey, if you guys
Exactly.
love this, we'll make a Boba Fett series. And that's
Exactly.
what happened.
So Din is talking to Mando kind of throughout the beginning. They're kicking ass. Him and Fennec Shand are walking throughout Tatooine,
Yeah.
kind of walking up to the Hutt gang. Clearly talking to a bunch of gang leaders of the Hutt gang,
Yeah.
and Boba Fett makes an example of somebody, and then that's about it.
Yeah, and this is actually, well, it's confirmed it's actually happening, obviously, but this is actually closer to the 1313 I was talking about too.
Okay.
That we could get with Maul. Like this is really doing it,
Yes.
giving us like underworld crime leaders,
Mm-hmm.
all coming together under one boss.
And I want to make mention of the cameo that I believe we saw in the trailer.
Okay.
Is that Doc Ondor?
That's what I thought too. And then
Okay.
I told Taylor, I was like, this might make me sound racist, but all Ithorians look alike.
They do.
So I can't tell.
I mean, how can it not be Doc?
Right. And she was like, well, I mean, yeah, we don't really know
I
any
mean,
other Ithorians that are big players.
Tie more into Batu with your mediums.
Yeah.
Star Wars. You want people to flock to Galaxy's Edge.
Right.
Tie that shit in.
Yeah. If you finally, it's been out for 2 years, open for 2 years, I should say, and like crowds have dipped. We're not seeing the crazy crowds like we used to. Falcon is at like 45 minutes, and then Rise is a walk on at the end of the night. But it's usually, I would say, realistically during the day, you're probably gonna wait.
I saw Rise at
my
120 was its peak today.
Yeah. So I don't know how accurate it is 'cause I haven't done middle of the day, but I would guess you'll be waiting at least an hour. So that's still pretty popular.
Yep.
And it's still the most popular ride in the park.
Oh,
It's usually that, and then Slinky, and then Tower.
Mm-hmm. Slinky was still running with the rain today. That was crazy.
Jeez. Not fun. I would not ride that in the rain. I did Everest in the rain one day.
Yeah.
It's painful.
Yeah.
'Cause that rain, you're flying into it at 45 miles an hour.
Shit,
and
right
it's
in the
flying
face.
At you like 30 miles.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Sounds like fun though.
But that's what I was saying too with like Bad Batch. How much better would it have been if instead of Sid on Ord Mantell, it was Oga on Batu?
Yes.
It's the same
Yes.
character.
It
He
really
owns
is.
the bar on this random planet. Okay, so go to Batu, a random planet. Go to the bar owner, Oga.
You could still sell your popcorn.
Yeah. 'Cause they
Like that's
literally use
on
the
Batu.
popcorn
They
that's on
literally
Batu.
use the same fucking shit.
Yeah.
You could have sold like mini droids. You could have talked about the droid depot.
Yeah.
There's so much that could have been done.
Right.
You're
I don't know
100%
why
right, man.
We had Sid and we had Ord Mantell. It should have been Oga and Batu. But yeah, if this is Doc, there we go. We're finally getting some representation of Batu in a medium that isn't theme park, comic, or video game,
Mm-hmm.
which would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we know of like there was that Jedi Ithorian in the Clone Wars, the little Padawan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I mean, it's probably not him, unless another Jedi survived, and that'd be like okay.
Somehow another Jedi survived.
Because they weren't playing up like a Jedi Force aspect of the universe. This was more about just bounty hunters.
That's true.
So, and Doc's not a bounty hunter, but he's more involved in that. He's like, he's
Yeah.
paid Dr. Aphra to go do stuff for him. He's paid Han to go do stuff for him. Like, yeah, he's not afraid of paying anybody to do whatever he needs.
Mm-hmm.
So he fits in perfectly with that universe.
He does. God, just come on, just tie in Batu somehow.
Yeah, even if that's a start, just be like, hey, this Doc
Look,
Ondar guy.
One of these shows, the multitude of shows we're getting, we're going to see Batu one way or another. I guarantee it. Somehow.
I don't understand the switch from being like all in on Batu with getting 2 mentions in Solo to being like afraid of talking and using Batu.
Right?
All of a sudden, it's like they don't want to acknowledge Batu. I don't know.
It's weird. You think it'd be the easiest would be Bad Batch because it's animated. You could just draw it.
That's for kids. So kids could be like, "Mommy, what's this?"
I want to go to Batu.
And they're like, "Well, let me look into it." And then like, "Wait, we can take you there. It's at Disney World."
Disney World. He said it. He said it first. I didn't have to
said
bring it up this time.
You didn't have to.
Disney World.
I kind of wanted to tie that in the beginning of the episode. I was gonna be like, "We're live from Disney World," but I didn't. I waited.
We are.
I waited.
We are live from
You gotta
Disney
save your best
World.
stuff for last sometimes.
So, so you talked about your hype level on Book of Boba Fett. So where does it lie now? You said the trailers didn't change it.
Didn't really change it 'cause I feel like there was nothing that I saw that I had no idea was coming or that like wowed me. But it also didn't like make me disappointed. There wasn't anything in there I was like, oh, that looks dumb. So that's good that there was nothing that was like dumb. But I'm just like, okay, it's what I kind of was expecting.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still excited for it, but it's behind Kenobi. It's behind Maul, if that's for real.
Yes.
Yeah, it's behind Acolyte even in my excitement.
Well, we haven't heard anything about Acolyte yet.
I know. It's not worrying me, but it's still kind of like, is it being delayed? What's going on?
Well, hopefully it didn't get Rangers of the New Republic did.
Oof.
Poor
There's
Gina
no reason
Carano.
for that, though. Like, at least that, they have a not great reason. But at least they're like, well, we
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Move on. Acolyte didn't lose anybody or didn't have any.
Well, the Acolyte showrunner
situations.
was in the news not that long ago, and Brad and I talked about it. We talked about it in Jedi Talk. Somebody they were hiring like Star Trek writers who didn't know the source
Yeah,
material.
we talked like a month ago about
We
that.
did talk about that a
Yeah.
little bit. It's just so that's like the only concerning thing I had about Acolyte, but
Yeah.
but we will see. We shall
Yeah.
see.
But I'd put it above. I was never excited for Visions, but now we have it. I was right
Wow.
with that.
I
But I'll
was
put
at-
it well above Visions.
Yeah, Visions was always at the bottom of my list of Star
Yeah.
Wars just
It
coming
me-
out,
it was
coming
me
out.
too. I'm trying to think what else.
Book of Boba Fett's just right in the middle for me of
Yeah.
everything.
That's fair.
Like Acolyte's probably under Book of Boba Fett, just because I don't know too much about it outside of the very little we've gotten, and I'm worried about the showrunners' comments.
Yeah. And most of my excitement for that is coming off of just like speculation.
Very
like,
true.
Oh, it could be about Plagueis. It could be about Palpatine. It could be about Snoke. I mean, I don't know exactly. This is just me thinking.
Yeah.
So from the information we know, I shouldn't be excited for Acolyte. But just me thinking about it is like, oh, it could be this.
Right.
So it makes me excited.
Right. Okay. Well, kind of the last bit of news here. The big thing was leading into that Disney Plus day that you made mention of. So the huge rumor, Star Wars Newsnet is reporting, and I want to give them props because Brad's friend of the show, is it Andrew?
Alex.
I don't know why. I
We
knew it was an
haven't
A.
conversed with him yet, and he is a wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
That man is crazy good.
So Alex, friend of the show, writes for Star Wars Newsnet.
He could
and
easily go to the Schmodown. Like, he's that good.
yeah, that good.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's better than us. Like, he's good.
Reporting that on Disney Plus Day, we're going to get the following: a Kenobi trailer, Andor footage, Bad Batch Season 2. I know you're really excited for that.
Oh, yeah.
And so much more potentially. So,
Hmm.
all right, Bad Batch 2, yeah.
Don't care.
Andor footage, okay, I'm peaked a
I'll
bit.
take it.
But now, if we're going to get a Kenobi trailer, holy shit balls.
Yeah, that's going to be
Whew.
insane.
Oof.
That's a week from today, right? Yeah,
The
today's
12th?
5th,
Yes,
so
sir.
7 days will be the 12th. Yeah, so I'll be watching, like we said, Shang-Chi, but then I'll also be looking for those trailers. I assume they'll just go on YouTube, right? They wouldn't put a trailer on Disney Plus. they?
I've seen, so HBO Max has put trailers on HBO Max before. You can do it easily.
Yeah,
I wonder how they're going to do it. Maybe at certain times throughout the day they'll just drop things
maybe.
on Disney Plus.
Or you'll just start whatever you're watching. It doesn't have to be Star Wars even.
Right.
You could turn on Emperor's New Groove, and then before the movie starts, it'll be a trailer. Maybe that's a thing. I don't know.
We're getting Jungle Cruise permanently on Disney
that's
Plus on the
next
12th
week
too.
Have you
Yeah.
seen it yet? Yeah,
Oh, we have. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll watch it again next week when it
Heck
comes out.
yeah, loved
I
it.
can't
Very
wait.
good movie.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the sequel.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So yeah, man, Kenobi trailer. Holy shit! Are we ready for it?
I don't
Are
really
you ready
think
for
so.
it?
No, it feels like it was like just announced a month ago still. It doesn't feel like it's been stewing for that long officially.
And it doesn't feel like they've been filming it for all that long.
Yeah.
It felt like they took forever, but then again, it felt like they didn't take all that long.
Yeah.
It's
We could
so
get
much.
Hayden in there. We could get I don't know what all we could get. I don't want him to give away too much though. Just that or something. 'Cause I mean, we obviously know Vader's
see-
in it, but
well,
I just
yeah.
don't want to see what he's doing yet.
No,
Like,
neither do
no.
I. Just get some breathing, maybe a red lightsaber up against the
Yeah.
blue one that you know clearly is being held by
Yeah.
Obi-Wan. Something like that.
Yeah.
Or I think I like Brad's idea of this. Either your or Brad's idea, the Star Destroyer that flies over, and then we do the Vader breathing, like over Tatooine.
I think that was Brad.
Good stuff. I mean, we talked at length about what we kind of wanted out of the Kenobi trailer for several shows ago, so I feel like we'd just be sitting here repeating ourselves as Winston is there knocked out. Adorable ass dog. But anyway, we've talked at length and ad nauseum about Kenobi, the trailer, and what we want, and I think we're going to get it. I have, a lot of trust in Star Wars Newsnet. Obviously, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but they have a trustworthy source.
Yeah, they're very credible.
Yeah, very credible, trustworthy source. So I'm hoping that we're going to get it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I might have to watch it from a Metallica concert 'cause I'll be at one on that
That's
day.
right. Yeah, you
so
and Brad, right?
Brad's going to go to the Sunday show with me.
Okay.
There's two of them. I'm going to Friday, Sunday.
Nice.
Brad's coming with me on Sunday. So we'll have to talk about Jedi Talk for next week.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause if the trailer drops, like, we can't just not have one of us not involved.
Oh,
whether it's
yeah.
over the phone or something, but we have to be there for that.
That'll be crazy. Yeah, it's probably going to drop during the day when we're all at work or some
That's
bullshit.
what Boba did, right?
Yeah,
It was at, like,
Book of Boba Fett was random.
yeah, it was like 10 o'clock or something.
Like, the rumor that it might come out on November 1st, I had seen it the day before. I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, that's just a rumor.
Yeah,
And then
I
when
was
it,
like, why November 1st?
and then Kyle texted me. He's like, Book of Boba Fett trailer, and I said, what? That was
Yeah.
real?
Yeah. I thought the same thing, too.
So that's when I text you guys. I'm like, guys, Book of Boba Fett trailer dropped.
Yeah,
like,
'cause
just
we
kind of
all
like, what do we
planned on,
do?
like, we wanted to watch it together.
Yeah.
But then the fact that it came out at, like, 10 o'clock on, like, what, a Monday or something? we were like-
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, we were
November the
like,
1st.
Well, I guess let's watch it separate 'cause this is random. So
How was your Halloween, by the way?
Oh, it was really good. We actually ended up trick-or-treating, doing a little bit of trick-or-treating.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, when you're Star Wars fans and you live 5 miles from Batu. Every day is Halloween 'cause you just dress up and you go.
'Tis a
But
fair point.
we did that same thing, just didn't go to Batu. We put on the old dark gray and the old Kylo and swung some sabers about, stole some candy from some younglings.
Good.
Yep.
Did you kill him too?
Well, yeah, of course.
Good,
That's how we
thank
stole it.
God.
We just killed them.
Good
and
Lord.
Took it.
Boy, there was a youngling in line for Mickey Minis today that I would have been wishing Anakin was around for.
Oh, boy.
I am not even joking.
I think she agrees. She definitely agrees. The Youngling Slayer 3000.
Yes.
You need that saber? Yeah.
I should have ran to
Just bring
Tatooine
it.
Traders.
Yeah. Some death sticks.
Should have gotten the shit saber from our
There we
the-
go. For Brad.
from Brad. Yeah. Man, I knew today was going to be short without Brad. You know, he's typically the one that talks a lot,
Yeah.
so he kind of keeps us on point. We're running about 50 minutes here. Was there anything else you wanted to chat about?
What was your guys' Halloween? I didn't. You do
God,
anything
we
big?
just sat on our ass and watched
Yeah.
football.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I'm
that's right.
sorry.
You said you were gonna watch football.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We went to Cape May. In the
Oh,
morning, went and
nice.
grabbed breakfast at Cape May. We had a 9 a.m. reservation about.
Okay.
Enjoyed all we can enjoy. Breakfast over there. You know, sans characters, obviously. They used to be there. And the thing that sucks about that was that used to be Daisy's place.
Oh.
That was
I
that.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
was
know she had a
Daisy's
place.
character. Like that was kind of like one of her character breakfasts.
Dang.
She also, I don't know if she still has the springtime one, or if Minnie took that over at a Hollywood Dine and Vine.
That's probably Minnie now. I feel like I've seen Instagram pictures of like it's Minnie's now. Like I can.
But
feel
when Courtney and I went in 2015, 16, Daisy was the one in front taking pictures. So damn it, it was hers once.
Lost her. The one time I've been to Cape May was this year also. It was dinner. And it was the day they reopened Trader Sam's.
Oh shit!
And we didn't know that until we were there eating dinner.
Damn.
So the food was still good, but I was
Yeah.
like, we gotta go. So we sprinted to Polly. So we had our dinner, and it was all you can enjoy.
The day they opened
family
Trader
meal.
Sam's was that was the day before I came out, right?
I think so. Yeah, I'm
yes,
pretty sure it was.
because we went
Yeah.
to Trader Sam's that day or that night.
Yep.
After I
right.
went to Hollywood and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was good food, but no characters. But we flew through it 'cause I was like, we have to get to
Got to
Trader
get to
Sam's
Trader
tonight. We
Sam's
have to.
queue. Yeah,
So then we got there, and then we went the next night with you. But
that's right.
yeah, right now though, Donald, he's got a place. He's got Tusker House.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Animal
He
Kingdom.
I fucking love the Tusker House.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want to go back next time we go to Animal Kingdom, babe. I want to go to Tusker House.
Yeah. You might
Hell.
have to skip Pizza Fari. That's your go-to spot, isn't it?
Yeah. Pizza Fari. We did Flame Tree Barbecue
That's good.
last time. Yeah, Flame Tree was good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. I can understand why people really like that place. So, and then as figure places in Animal Kingdom, I think I've eaten everywhere.
There's not that many places.
There's
You know,
not-
you got like 6 restaurants.
Dino Bites.
Tiffin's.
Oh, Tiffin's. I haven't eaten at Tiffin's.
I don't
Duh.
know. I've only been there once, and it was okay. Like I'm not in love with it.
I mean,
So,
I'd want to go into the Nomad Lounge to get
the Nomad's great.
Jen's tattoo.
Yeah. Get the Limu libation.
Oh yeah, that's
and
good too.
get both.
Yeah.
But Jen's tattoo tastes good, but also has the best story.
The story, yeah,
Yeah.
that
And
the one that
Limu
Brad told.
libation is just strong.
Is
It's
it
good,
strong?
But it's strong. Yeah, that's my go-to when I go there.
What would you suggest being a good first drink for Courtney if we make it to Trader Sam's tomorrow? I'm gonna recommend the Krakatoa Punch to her.
Okay, that's like yours, right? You like that one?
Well, that's the only one I've had.
Oh yeah.
I want to try something else. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, you should get something big then, so you can split it, so you both can see if you like it.
Nautilus.
The Nautilus is big enough for 2, even though I usually just drink it myself, but that's fine. Oa is big enough for like 3.
We should get Oa so we could just do
Oa, just do the chant.
Yeah,
Do the chant.
just the chant.
If you like simple Mai Tais, get the Hippopotami Mai Tai.
Hippopotami. Okay.
And that's got a fun, like, not pre-show, pre-drink, I guess.
Is
I
that
don't know
the waving it off or no? No, that's the Krakatoa Punch.
Yeah.
The Krakatoa Mai Tai is
The Hippopotami Mai Tai. I
Or the
don't want to spoil it.
Krakatoa
'cause
Mai
she,
Tai,
she
Jesus
hasn't been
Christ.
there. I don't want to, like, tell her all the cool stuff.
okay.
There's things Taylor doesn't know yet 'cause she's only been twice. Yeah, there's still things I'm like, I don't want to tell you yet.
Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to explain the ambiance. Like every drink, there's a show.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's only like 5 or 6 drinks. So what you've been there for like an hour, you've seen all
You're
of
gonna
them,
see
but
'em
it's
all.
still fun.
I've
'Cause
seen them
then
all.
you start
yeah.
memorizing what to do, so you get in on the show. So
Yeah.
that's what's fun about it. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. Like, don't be a part of the show unless you want. And all the seats are different. Some seats are better than others. I'll say that. That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
We didn't sit at the fun seats the time
No.
you went. No fun seats. No, they were lame.
that's okay.
lame in a sense of you're at Trader Sam's.
Yeah.
So still the best seat on the planet.
And the getting when you get the pearl drink, the black pearl's random, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want one of those so bad.
That'd be so cool.
I wish they were not plastic cups,
Mm-hmm.
but that's okay. Like
It is
I
what
can
it is.
overlook that because they're
Yeah.
still cool, and eventually you get a black one
Mm-hmm.
if you drink enough of them. But that's the only drink there I don't really like too much because it's more like crap. What's it base? What's the pearl? Chata, rum chata.
Oh, rum chata.
Yeah, it's more like a
Rum
milkish.
chata.
kind of
Yeah,
drink.
yeah, that's
and
what
that's
rum
not like
chata is.
that's not my thing. So that's the only drink I don't get when I go there.
Okay. He doesn't get a rum chata.
Exactly.
That was a poor attempt at a Trader Sam's joke, ladies and gentlemen. And that's how we should end today's show. I've got nothing left really to talk about. That was about it Star Wars-wise. Look, there's a lot to come from Star Wars. I think we're going to get a lot from Disney Plus Day, man.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot for us to talk about next week.
Yeah.
There's going to be
Well,
a
you got your
bunch.
Black Series Jesus figure.
I
To
did.
Get you ready for that.
Yeah, I got my black
Space
suit.
Jesus.
Space Jesus. I got a white kyber crystal from Hollywood today from
Cool.
Batu.
Do you have a black one yet?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've tried. Lord knows I've fucking tried. I've tried
Yeah.
enough where I'm pissed off at trying right now.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Apparently, Holly's got a horseshoe up her ass, so
She's
I've got to ask Holly.
She knows
Yeah.
that. She's got the Wookiee's paw. That's what they
The
called it
Wookiee's
for.
paw.
What was it for the Halloween special? She's got the lucky
That's
Wookiee's
right.
paw.
That's right.
But I've got one, but it's just 'cause one of our friends. Did he give it to you? Yeah, yeah. They shipped it to us from
Oh,
Cali.
Very cool.
So I bought like 2 or 3 myself and failed every time. So finally, we had an awesome friend give me one.
I was gonna grab one today, but they were the gold caps, so I'm like, nope.
Yeah, that's
Need
just
the silver
Vader.
cap.
Those are just black.
Yeah.
Or not black. They're red.
They're just red.
Vaders.
Yeah.
I don't know why they stopped that. That kind of became like I was like, oh, they're gonna do a Yoda one, then a Vader, then
Mhm.
like a Palpatine, but they
Mhm.
didn't. They cut that line off.
No.
I don't know why.
And then it was funny. I asked about Cal Saber again today, and they're like, "Oh, we don't know yet. We don't know
Ugh.
yet." And it's like, well, somebody said December, and
That's really true though.
yeah, she basically said we'll know when they know.
That's really true. That's how
I
cast
know,
members
I
find
know,
things out
and I feel bad for
through
cast members.
Social media, through
I do.
Instagram. It's really true.
Speaking of Instagram, follow us at Jedi Talk Podcast,
There
please.
you
I
go.
should have pumped that shit at the
Yeah.
beginning of the show. Do you want people to follow you anywhere?
Is that a Pirates Magic Band?
No, it's my AP one.
Oh,
It's my
I just saw the skull on
Scrooge.
there. Oh, it's Scrooge and the
Yep.
skull on there.
Yep,
Nice.
my official AP 2021 pass
Yes,
holder.
that is cool.
So, did
Sure.
you know about this? That and Courtney showed it to me. If you scan your pass holder Magic Band, you're supposed to get Figment colors.
Yeah, that happened. We've only been to studios since that happened. That started like a week ago. But
Okay.
yeah, it turned just purple, and I don't know if there's any sound or anything. I've never been one to care at all about that. I'm just like, it's my ticket into the park. I don't care what
know.
happens here.
I think
wanna
it's
go
pretty
to the
cool.
park.
Yeah, I think it's pretty
So-
cool.
'cause I know that was like a selling point on Magic Bands. Like, oh, one will do this
Oh,
effect, one will do this.
yeah.
This was like 10 years ago when they came out.
Well,
And
they
I
could
was
s-
always like, will it get me in the park? Yeah? Okay, good.
they could stop doing that 'cause Magic Band Plus is right around the corner. It's gonna
Yeah.
blow our balls off.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'll give it a try.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I hope we get one for free on the Star Cruiser. Well, not
A
for free.
data pad.
For 7,000, but.
Or a data pad, whatever.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that what they're calling
that
it?
happened number 2 today. We had the, not today, but like 2 days ago.
The
that
scrim.
poncho. The poncho for sale and the phone case that I sent
That's
you guys.
right.
That
Shit.
is sick.
I didn't. Fuck. I forgot to go look at what the scrim looks like or doesn't look like anymore.
It's still up.
Oh, it is still
yeah,
up?
it was there when we went.
Oh, Brad
on
said it was down.
Tuesday. When did we go?
Oh.
Tuesday. Yeah, it's still
Okay.
there. It's a really well done scrim.
Yes.
It's not like on Main Street when
You're
you're like,
right.
oh, they painted a building
When
on
they're
top of
construction on the Emporium or
styrofoam
something,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not that. It looks like it's there. So unless you're like walking up to it and touching it,
Mm-hmm.
if you just kind of walk past it, you wouldn't notice.
Okay.
But
That's
yeah,
good.
you'd have to go up to it, and it was there on Tuesday.
Okay.
But that poncho is actually supposed to be Lieutenant Connix's poncho.
No shit.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
I could totally
Did
see
you know
that.
Yeah, that's so cool.
That's fucking cool.
And then the phone case, or the data pad case, is something I can't believe it took them 2 years to make.
Right.
Because
Everyone else doing it themselves.
fans were doing it themselves, hot
Jeez.
gluing Lego pieces and random copper and wire and stuff on their phone cases to make it look Star Wars, like a pile of junk, like a big hunk
Mhm.
of scrap that they're hauling around. So people were doing that a year before Disneyland even opened Galaxy's Edge.
Wow.
So that's been like 3 years of fans
Get
making
with
this.
the times,
And
Disney.
Disney was like, we
Listen
should
to
sell
us.
those. It's like, yeah, you should have 3 years ago.
Listen to us. I'm paying out the ass per night for a room in the Grand Floridian right now. Listen to us.
Yeah. I'm sure they can hear us. Well, you got to spill something. You got to spill something on the carpet
Oh,
for
that's
them
true.
to, yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I would never spit in a hotel room.
No.
Actually, the only hotel room I've ever spit in was the Golden Nugget in Las Vegas 'cause that piece of shit. I'd probably spit in that room.
We've got Monorail Girl, and now we got
What's up with
Golden
that?
Nugget Tom.
Yeah, Golden Nugget Tom. Anyway, follow us at Jedi Talk Podcast. Follow me at Fourth Mother Box, and you want them to follow you anywhere?
Yeah, that's fine. You can see my Sappy Nautilus post. I posted yesterday.
Hell yeah, go see it.
On Evan T. Boucher. It's a grainy picture 'cause we were driving by, so
That's
it's as
fine.
best as we could get.
It was cool. It was
But
cool.
I got to see it with my eyes, and that's just all I
It's a
care about.
moment for you. That was the
Yeah.
most important part.
'Cause I never even got to see the dang thing. It's like,
Exactly.
even if it was broke down or something, I could have saw it.
That was
but
cool.
It was well
I
under-
still think that's going to be one of your favorite 50th moments.
Oh, easily. It's the
Oh, yeah, I
best
think so.
50th moment right now.
There you go.
For sure.
I like hearing that.
It's in my top 3 Disney moments since I lived here.
Damn.
Opening of Your Eyes is number 1, and then Nautilus might be number 2.
Damn.
It's
Ooh.
right there.
Future top 10 list for the three of us.
Right.
There we
It'll
go.
change. It'll change.
Phew, it'll
And I'm
definitely
going
change.
back on July. I forget the date. I think it's July 25th of next year, 'cause that'll be my 25th anniversary
Nice.
of coming to the parks. So that'll
Okay.
probably be in my list.
Okay. I love
I
it.
mean, I'm sure nothing cool will happen. It'll just
You-
I went
you
to the
never
park
know.
and I
You
took a cool
never know.
picture, you know, like
You never know. Take the same picture you took before.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
So-
have my dad come down here and hold me in his arms. That'd be hilarious.
We'll end it there. Thank
Run
you,
a
everybody.
stroller.
On a stroller. Thank you, everybody, for listening. You guys have been great. We've been Jedi Talk. See, I did the Fourth Mother Box ending there. But as always, everybody, may the Force be with you.
Always.
Rise, Jedi Knight.